My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Blueprints. I have set myself up for this run. We already have 6 keys, 29 diamonds. Gems, rather. Oh, the Master Key and the Chronograph as well. 24 gold, also held on. Then we have our income for another, oh boy, another 59, taking us all the way to 83 total gold. And we've also got a no-contact delivery of a sleep mask and a brass compass. On top of all of that, given a hint in the treasure trove, though it was a green memo, so it's not necessarily reliable, but I believe I had enough information to believe that it was reliable. A green memo has suggested that there is more to the den than meets the eye, and that was suggested in the treasure trove. And the treasure trove, I know, has a unique chest in it when you move it outside, so I wonder if maybe it's alluding to Den having something similar. So I'm going to be spawning Den outside today. I'm going to be trying to use Blessing of the Monk in order to get the ability to draft room 46 outside tomorrow. And then in the interim, I would like to remove more crates. There's only one more crate, but I don't know if, you know, I don't know if that final crate has a key in it or an upgrade disc or something like that if I happen to remove it, something like that, you know. Also, buying the 400 gold blue tent. Those are the two things I can really focus on right now, unfortunately. Because the other meta goals that we have at the moment, I don't really know how to progress. Such as Castle 3x6 sequence, that is the letters castle down as an acrostic, and then there are 3-letter words reaching out from them. I know a lot of the letters in that, I just don't know what it relates to in any way, shape, and form. Translating the rest of Lady Araja's again, not Lady Araja, Lady Clara. Opening the blue door, don't know how to do that. And then there are all of the new file runs that I need to do. Getting room 46 in under an hour, or on day 1, or on cursed mode, or on dare mode. All of those would have to be done on a new file, though, so I'm not going to be doing that today. Dan! Single sapphire gem out here. I've got to make sure that no other clocks have that, because maybe it is related to a specific time that I need to be here. So many clocks in this room. Okay, I do not think there is anything unique for spawning the den out here. So is there more than we still expect related to the den, or is there not? Couldn't tell you. What I can tell you is that it's time to start our run. If I have the ability to give myself a lucky purse, so a lucky purse, or rather the coin purse and the lucky rabbit's foot, so that I can double all income, we've got some stuff we can do with that. Chronograph, unfortunately, means I am going to be drawing more of these tomorrow rooms, so eventually I will want to draft things like them. But first off, I'll take Bullhole. I don't want to end my movement on that side yet. Definitely don't need the Emerald Bracelet today. I'll take Observatory. Yikes, neither of these going to the corner. I mean, Funeral Parlor and Bedroom are basically the same as Clock Tower here. I'm going to take Clock Tower in the very first position. It's oriented upwards. We're definitely here before 1:30 in the day. And then I'll take my 4 coins and walk away sadly. Yeah, because Clock Tower was going to out left or outright were the only 2 options I had there from the bedroom and the funeral parlor, and both of them lead to rooms that I'm already capable of drafting. This is great. Diamondus Majoris, the Sail, Farmer's Apple, Clovis the Key, and Southern Cross. Rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Whole glut of resources. Certainly didn't really need all of them, but thank you for them. Archives, can't look at all floor plans. I'll definitely be taking Cloister of Joy here, despite the fact that it's blocked on one side, because it's open on all of the other sides that I care about right now. Come on, up and down. Dining room, that'll do it. And then in that very corner, I'd be happy to put... Oh man, I can't believe dining room is not one of the permanent upgrade adjacencies for the Cloister of Joy as well. Kitchen, pantry, furnace. Commissary does lead back in a very useful direction for us. And also, it gives us items. Do I get a commissary first there? Yes. Running shoes, sledgehammer. I mean, there will be a bunch of gems here, but honestly, I'm not going to come back and buy them yet. Dropped out commissaries adjacent. Ooh! Funeral parlor does head in the right direction. Rotunda fully rotates. Which actually I think might be essential here. Because I can't rely on that pool hall giving us the ability to go out to the left. Also, again, what is gem cost to me? I have so many of them. Take all of my gems. I truly could not care less. This one's going to be laboratory. I don't have a keycard yet, so... No items in here. Good, good, good. Yeah, I don't have a keycard yet, so I'll also log into... Well, will I log into security? Every time you eat an apple... Yeah, 1 star. Oh, ooh. Yeah, this is definitely going to be permanently increase your lockpicking skills and drafting an upgraded floor plan. By far the most common trigger that I can get, and also, if I eventually just have like a 100% lockpicking skill, it becomes pretty difficult to stop me. Literally just give me the lockpicking kit at the start of the day, and I'm off to the races. No keys needed. Courtyard leads in some good directions for us. I'll have to take it. Also, it's an upgraded room. Also, it's got a shovel in it for us. Beautiful. I'll grab those 2 gems. Do I want to dig anything just yet? Yep. Oh my gosh, what appears to be a broken lever that could absolutely be useful. Well, thank you. Heading back through the dining room to the Cloister of Joya. I will also do my digging here. An ordinary key. And an ordinary old shoe. I'll head out of Pool Hall next, actually. Nothing behind the bar. Alrighty then. 1 and 2 is 3. Times. Times, yeah. 1 and 2 is 3. Times 2 is 6. Times 3 is 18. Negative 12 plus 20 is 8. Times 2 is 16. Negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3. Squared is 9. Divided by 9 is 1. Okay. Well, now I will be going back to laboratory and I will be flipping some digits to set security up as high as possible. Yeah, there's almost nothing that can actually slow my progress. In fact, I could literally spawn myself next to the foundation right now. Packet management. Log into network, Swan Song. There's no new... I've got to make sure that there's no new electronic mail in the office as well, because we can receive electronic mail, but I haven't seen any in the office. Sorry, in the office. In the laboratory or the security, and then I stopped checking for some reason. So I should probably pursue that a little longer. Let's log into security right now because I need to twiddle the security. Keycard system settings, setting security level high because I have keycards. Return to security. I'll view the estate. Okay, nothing on the ground at the moment. Let me swan song from there, and then the electronic mail. Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, the electronic mail you get from that still gives you the current room that you're in, so I do need to be in the office. I'm being very frivolous with my footsteps at the moment. Great Hall or Vestibule? I'm very glad that it's open in all these directions. Oh, Great Hall! I have the master key. I can literally open all of the rooms anyway. Yep. Special key, master key. I'm gonna have to constantly do that. That's okay. It's worth it. There's resources in here. Such as 2 keys, another key, and a lever release. So when I said that I can spawn next to the antechamber, the fact that I have the key card does mean that I can go downstairs and I could come up through the bottom of the foundation. And then I'm only 2 rooms away from the antechamber, and even from the entrance of the antechamber that I have with the Great Hall. And then obviously if I'm down in the foundation, I already have the ability to flip the north side of the antechamber. So that would be if I want to just like progress to the end of the run as quickly as possible so that I can put room 46 at the very start. But I would also like to see if I can generate a run where I can actually generate enough money to get the blue tent, because getting 5. Wait, hang on. It's on rank 8, right? Yeah, it's rank 8. It is on rank 8? I think. Did I take a screenshot of that? The blue tent will give us... I did not take a screenshot of what it does. Okay, that's fine. The blue tent will give us a blue memo, which is a reliable memo for each blue room that I spawn on. I think it's rank 8. It might be rank 7. If it's rank 7, I can only do 4 in a run. If it's rank 8, it can be 5. It's got to be rank 8, right? Considering this game, 8 is everywhere. It's got to be rank 8. Yikes. Unfortunately, we can't get down to the corner. Planetarium is going to continue being offered until I take it. Funeral parlor is an upgraded room, though. Alright, drop the upgraded room. My lockpicking skill has increased yet again. That's another big benefit from this run. We can get as many upgrades as possible. My hallway is upgraded. No, wait, hang on. That key's in there by default, isn't it? No, it's not. Okay, my hallway is upgraded. Good. Vestibule. Open in every direction I could care about. West Wing Hall. Ooh, hallway. That's an upgraded room, and it's also 3 items for us. A silver key, as well as a metal detector. As well as 1 gem. Sure. The vestibule is only asking me to be able to use a key, and guess what? I absolutely can. Garage, I have no car keys just yet. I could take Planetarium. I will eventually need to take Planetarium, but also I could just take Nook. Give me planetarium. Oh, Nook was upgraded as well. Oh, that's the good reason to do Nook there, I think. Passageway. It's so open. My god. I think I'll take the armory. So we're basically completely ignoring that rotunda I put down. I could even do mailroom, to be entirely frank. The reason for the armory is the ability to block reds. Having mailroom every single day, also it's another upgrade, is just so impactful for us. Specifically at the start of the day, before I even get anywhere. The fact that it's just already waiting for me. So powerful. Security coat check in bedroom. Security means nothing to me here, so I'll take coat check. Sorry, coat check, I'll take bedroom. Security observatory pointing in the same directions. And also... No, wait, my observatory's not upgraded? Okay, I guess it isn't. Boiler room. Ease. Florealis and another sail. Bloom of the sky. We are never going to run out of gems. Classroom, weight room. Lose half of my steps, eh? It's open in all the right directions. Yep. I lose half of my steps. 31 gone. I get another entrance to the antechamber open. Got great adjacencies here as well. Only one of them needs to be able to make it into the foundation. And drawing room already does. I will take armory now so that I can get the shield. Never axe. So that I can block against a possible spawn of... the archives, in particular. Showroom. I can redraw here, though. I want showroom every run, because it's common, but also because I have so many items from the showroom that it's pretty much guaranteed to give me the moon pendant, which means that I get to start with 2 items tomorrow. So 2 items from the moon pendant, 2 items from the, well, up to 3 items, but the 2 usable items, or up to, I don't even know what the rule is for the amount of stuff in the package, but it can be. There's always at least 1, like, inventory item in there, and then there's sometimes consumables, sometimes it's 2 inventory items. Anyway, if Moon Pendant gives me 2 inventory items, and the mailroom does as well, we just start the run with insane versatility and power. Electric eels, seems great to me. Went in some decent direction. I could have also taken an indoor nursery, to be honest, there. The metal detector is detecting... Oh, a single coin over on the ground there. Yeah, so that's the thing, right? Casino does have the ability to make money, but what I really need is the ability to get twice as much money. I'm gonna take casino because it points the correct direction right now. But what I really need, I mean, is treasure trove to spawn after I have the ability to double all incoming money, and then I could just round up with whatever I need from this room. Because this doesn't have anything unique that it can do, right? 2 free spins, 300 gold, 200 gold, 4 allowance, 10 split across steps, die, coins, diamonds, and keys, or 4 keys and 4 diamonds. It's fine. This one's got to be spare bedroom so that I can continue drafting. Also, lockpicking upgrade. Lockpicking upgrade, rather. I'm not drafting ballroom and losing all of my keys, so I'll just take security to continue going north here. Study. While drafting, you may use your gems to reroll. This will give me the ability to possibly force some items that I really need. Oh, what are you pinging off of? Ah, key in the corner. Key in the spot. Light. So what room would I be looking to spawn specifically? I mean, I can think of a couple. Obviously, anything related to money, but really, because I don't have either the Lucky Rabbit's Paw or the Coin Purse in this run yet, I don't think this is going to be the run where I'm going to be buying the $400 blue tent. I really do need those to align. So if I'm not doing that this run, obviously I can get into the antechamber, not a problem. What else am I accomplishing with this run? Move more crates, spawn 46 at outside, translate the rest of Lady Raj's letter. Is there any room in the room directory that I can look at and go, I want to spawn that again? Well, I guess room 8, yeah. Unsurprisingly, key 8 unlocked a door leading to a familiar-looking room. A cryptic room that had been previewed in the final 8-letter artwork displayed in the gallery. It is now time to ruminate over the bins, sins, and pins contained within. I'd love to spawn the attic because it gives me so much value. I also really want to lower the cost of the attic down to common. The rarity of it, rather. Walk-in closet would also be useful. Office so that I can read the mail would be nice. Chamber of Mirrors possibly to draft a second copy of some of our upgraded things so we can get more lockpicking skill released. I suppose as many, tomorrow benefits as I can possibly get. Resting in the bunk room, that's one thing. Unfortunately, I made the bunk room rat. Oops. But resting in there in order to get the possible benefit that was mentioned in Lady Raj's diary. Lady Clara Epson from Araja's diary. She mentioned that when she rested in this room, she woke up the next day and a flower had already been laid on the tomb of her late husband, Simon H. Sinclair, in, one presumes, the family tomb. That seems like it could be permanent progress as well, so I feel like I should do that a number of times. Boy. Also spawning Treasure Trove and Conservatory. Conservatory for the adjustments, Treasure Trove for the progression on Treasure Trove at the moment. Yep. Okay, we're working with a little, unfortunately, narrow set of goals at the moment. I'm very well aware of that. So I won't try and just have the run go longer than it needs to reasonably achieve any of those goals. 27 steps. Yeah, by the way, I also know that I'm running a little light on my footsteps. I do have the dining meal all the way back there. It's going to be very easy to get. I'm only one rank below getting it right now. I could literally just draft out to the north. I'm not going to rely on getting the throne room. Oh my god, I have the boiler set up for the red room to be open at the moment. Huh. You know what? I think I'm going to go back through the red room down here. Yeah. Oh, this actually might not be aligned correctly at the moment, though. It's been a while since I've been here, and I won't often be here. But right now, I have like a very time low intensive way to go back up there and have a look at the things in there. And now that I know more about the reservoir and more about the game in general, realistically, I feel like that would be totally useful. Wait. That's the one, right? I mean, also, let's just quickly... Oh yeah, that's the full map. We've seen that before many times. Many times. I think I rotated this correctly. Oh. I hope so. Uh-oh. I totally did not. Yeah, it's one across from where it needs to be. No! So, 1, 2, and then after that, I want to flip it another, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 2 and 5. Twiddle it 2 times to get to the first one, 5 times to get to the next one, and then I gotta twiddle it a couple more times so I can get out of here. That said, I'm not using any footsteps while I do this, so... So I think this gets us back to Worth Reed's blackmail letter. Part of why I'm checking is because I know that I'm missing one of the upgrade discs that I have earned. So I want to make sure it's not this one. Okay. Oh, right, it locks itself again, lol. I remember that you are May 8. Boom. Authentic black print of ill-fated Orindia, the first letter, Baron Sinclair. Worth Lord, we're not blind to the irony of blackmailing you for a blackmail letter. We're not proud to join the endless procession of those who've knocked on your mailbox looking for a handout, particularly so when our methods lack the refined sophistication and class that this author so effortlessly wields. So I think there's multiple blackmails, because originally I was like, oh, this is Denny Ravane using this letter to blackmail, but we've actually seen Denny Ravane's blackmail letter in room 46. And again, Denny is not as clever as some of the other people who seem to be indicating blackmail. Also, one of the red letters themselves is not just this one, but another one of the red letters is someone saying, hey, I hope you're okay with the fact that we kind of threatened your grandson. Grandnephew, actually. Are there 3 or 4 blackmailers? Oh. Huh. I see. Well, that appears to be the castle of Older India. I mean, to be fair, even without seeing this vista, I knew this was what was happening. But it's nice to see that it exists there. Will I ever get to move around it? Now, okay, so the other one is the one with the water level, right? I do want to go and look at the water level one as well. Just in case that had the upgrade disc. Sorry, did I ever end up finishing that sentence? Because I have collected upgrade discs that I know have, that I did not get to use in those runs, either because I forgore or just because I couldn't. Which one of these leads in from the other thing? It's this one, right? This one up here? Wait, how do I get an angle enough to look at it? I forgot how many times I've rotated it so far is the problem here. Well, 2 of you lead into a back room. I'm gonna test this. It's gonna be one shot, and I'm gonna be sad about it, but... Did I say but? I just meant the words I said. It's one shot. Look. This is the price it pays to be thorough. Getting a vista of the old kingdom, rather? The old King Dominic. Getting a vista of the old castle down there. Certainly cool. Interesting. I wonder if I can ever descend this much further down. I know I've taken a screenshot of that, but I do feel compelled to do it again. Full drain, entry level, dock level. Entry level. Dock level. So I've already used those, yeah. Nothing else? Okay, yeah. Already got everything I can get from that. Good. Alright, time for us to leave. Hey. Look, if there was an upgrade disc in that second one, I would look like a GD genius, despite the fact that I had to spend about 5 minutes running back and forth. It would have been worth it. However, since there wasn't, end of sentence. That's a build your own sentence right there. You figure out a good reason to have still done it. I guess that Visser of Arindia. Arindia, again, it's not Arindia. Arindia is the full nation of Araja Ark-Aras and Arinda Aras at that time, later Fen Aras together. Well aware of this fact. I also do want to lower the level of this a little bit. That'd be nice. Is it at 6 at the moment? Is it saleable? No, it's at 8, yeah. I set it above saleability so that I'd have the ability to remove some from it. It'd be nice to go back in there with now some additional knowledge that I have. Even if it doesn't immediately solve something, like, I now have different things that I'm looking for. So we gotta head up and out through the foundation in order to get our main meal. Dig, dig, dig. Just a couple old coins. Dig, dig, dig. Just an ordinary key. I'm very much hoping for a food. Ooh. Walk-in closet. It is pretty much exactly what I want. Unfortunately, it terminates movement right now. I can take it, though, because I do really want the items that it could... Salt? That's not what I wanted. Salt, a gem, a key, and then 11 footsteps is okay, I guess. Yeah, dining hall isn't connected, so I have to go through this way anyway. Head through to the passageway, and... Oh, bedroom, and I do have a sledgehammer. Chunk. Oh. 12 gold there. Vowed. Also kitchen, food for sale, gymnasium. I honestly don't think I'm actually going to need that food. Pick up the gymnasium, just draft out north again. All boudoir. Pool has some nice directions on it, but boudoir is an upgrade. Also gives me some dye for re-rolling later. You know what? No, this is a redraw. Don't need pantry or tunnel here. Re-roll. So I can spawn treasure trove, and I do want treasure trove spawned in the run. Workshop's more likely to give me another item, as well as the ability to join the items, but the thing is, I don't have the rabbit's foot or the lucky chest right now. So, like, can't really do anything in that workshop, even if I get it. I'm just gonna take treasure trove. I'm not gonna pick up the money just yet. Okay, a white moon. There are 3 memos with false statements in the clock tower. There are no memos in the clock tower. You're a liar. I believe I actually have good reason, though, to believe that this with a moon on it is true. Handwritten green memos. Nope, it's not a handwritten green memo. Next 3 green memos you find in this room will all be true. Ah, right, okay, so... I think red memos in blue boxes are always true, but that was handwritten, so only one of those colors needs to change for it to be true, but that doesn't really tell me that much, unfortunately. The next 4 boxes marked by a moon contain false statements, and that was a blue box, and it was not that long ago. Green memos in punk boxes are always false. Okay. Blue boxes marked by that contain false statements. Okay, yeah, no, look, I've had a look through back through them. And I'm pretty certain that this is false. Now, here's the big problem about that. It's got a moon on it and says the next 4 of those that you encounter will be false. Problem with that? What? How's it false? Are those memos true? Does it have 2 true memos and 1 false memos? Does it have more memos than that? Does it have no memos? It doesn't appear to have any memos as far as I know. I'm gonna leave that money there just in case the absolute everything lines up for us and we get to utilize it. And for exactly that reason, I will also get the Mount Holly gift shop spawned. Again, it's not going to happen this run, but I'd love it to. Archives, 100%. Open in all the right directions. Office gives me the ability to check that PC that I've been meaning to. At Holly Home Office, I would like to log into the network with the password Swinsong, and then I would like to read your email to see if we have any... We do! Yes! Okay. So, from MC. So this is a older... Right, so this is McGuire, McKinley, and McDougal. This is the legal services that Herbert had sought out for the fulfillment of his will. So from MC to estate beneficiary. Dear Simon P. Jones, we, the undersigned, would like to inform you as the contingent heir of Mount Holly that while you are exploring the estate, the staff are being placed on indefinite paid leave. You have the full right and privilege to spend as much time on the estate as you deem fit without the interruption of the supervision of the staff. It is entirely at your discretion to decide when and if the staff are to return to their duties. McGuire, McKinley, and McDougal. From Anne Babbage on communication. December 7th, 1993. Simon, just to let you know, a few of us on the staff have a habit of using staff announcements board that is located on the network under staff services. You may notice new announcements there from time to time. It is convenient as most of the staff who are interested have access to the public terminal in Cinca, while very few, like Randolph and myself, have electronic mail capabilities. Anne Babbage. Hell yeah. Well, return to the network menu, check the staff services, staff announcements. And that was the very first one. We've never seen anything since. Okay, so these ones are all new. These ones hadn't been posted through to us. Right, so we're just catching up on these. This one is from the day that we arrived. Hey, Simon. How was your first day on the estate? Hopefully, you're not having too much trouble drafting rooms, as it can be a bit overwhelming. I'm normally in charge of the drafting of rooms for each day in the morning, so I know how it goes. More. This is Randolph. Just to let everyone know, the estate has been cut off from outside communications by Sinclair's instructions. So I don't think Simon's going to be seeing anything posted here for the time being. Now you tell me. And I'm guessing that means the electronic mail accounts are disabled as well? Yeah, he should only be able to access data currently on the system, so if he does figure out the network password, he should be able to read any mails that were on the system on November 6th, as that's when the satellite communications were shut down. I'm getting anxious. Does anyone have any updates on Simon's progress? No real word on his progress yet, but it's very hard to say without access to the network from here. I'm monitoring a few things from the offices in Cinca, but it doesn't really paint a picture of what's happening over there. Your guess is as good as mine. It's been a month now. Does anyone know when we're expected to return to work? I know we don't have much information at the time about what's happening on the estate, but my sister is planning a trip in a week, and it'd be nice to know if this indefinite leave has any expected end date.
Thanks, Bridget. Hey, Bridget. Thanks for checking in. It's a complicated, but the short answer is no. We don't know when any of us will be going back to work, so by all means, take that trip and have fun. These indefinite furloughs only happen once in a career. Anne Babbage. Yeah, and I'd like to add that even if Simon has found room 46, he'll very likely want some additional time alone on the estate to adjust before he summons us back to work. If I were placing bets, I'd say it's going to be another month, maybe longer. Merry Christmas, Simon! Or as her ladyship used to call your mother, Merry Christmas. We wanted to let you know that we've left some presents for you in the boudoir today. Hopefully next year we'll be able to celebrate the day together. Ah! Damn it. I didn't even go to the boudoir that day. Land sakes alive! I'll be blowed. I have absolutely no idea how he's done it, but it appears Simon has somehow re-established satellite connection from the estate. Assuming this isn't a glitch. Either way, now we have a connection again. I'll be able to check network activity logs and find out what's happened. I was able to confirm that this morning, as I was driving up to the estate to reset the house, I did see that the satellite was up. So it appears that the young master does, in fact, have complete mastery of the house. Anne Babbage. Yay! I'm gonna guess that means he's already reached room 46 then. I knew he'd pull it off. I just knew it! Congratulations, Simon. Kimberly Thompson. Kimberly, I can't confirm with any certainty that he's reached room 46 yet, but from the activity I can see on the network, I'd be very surprised if he hasn't. So congratulations are in order for me as well, Simon. I too knew you would pull this off. Randolph Moore.
Farewell 1993, hello 1994! The future is looking up and we're all looking forward to getting back to work. Happy New Year, Simon.
If we want to try and communicate with Simon, is it better to post here or just send him emails? Kimberly Thompson. I think the announcement board here is a slightly more convenient way, as it's a way for the entire staff to communicate, and contribute rather, without us doubling down on information or bombarding Simon with dozens of holiday well wishes. Randolph Moore. Simon, now that you have a satellite connection, you should be able to connect to Syncer and download some experimental data packets for the lab. We've been working on a lot of interesting and innovative experiments here, and it would be great if you could try them out for us and provide us with some valuable data. Moore. Simon, I was having lunch the other day with Hartley Rhoda, who was your uncle's valet and has been on the estate longer than anyone else. He told me if you call it a day in some bedrooms, there are beneficial effects. I assume his own room might be worth among that number. Sounds like it might be worth checking out. Randolph.
I just learned that from Lady Clara Epson's diary. Ooh, I got it.
Yes, I have heard her ladyship talk about this as well, when she was still with us. So I can confirm that there's some validity on it. It's not another case of Harley rambling on. Or maybe it can be both.
I'm assuming that's a typo there, Harley versus Hartley. So unfortunately, they did only tell me things that I already know. Wow. That's okay, though. I don't need to place in it. Well, you know what? Let's place in a special order. Give me... Oh, I can't. Brass compass, magnifying glass, metal detector, running shoes, shovel, sleep... Damn. None of those are the one that I would want to put on special order, unfortunately. And, yep, no new data transfer available to be understood. Okay, right. Well, look, I'm glad that there is additional communication there for me. I'm just also sad that it's, not any new information. I would love for this corner to give me conservatory, please. Nook is upgraded. Attic. It's such a long shot now. There's the purse. There's reroll. Literally, like, the rabbit's foot has to be here as well. Otherwise, we're, like, already dead in the water. Nope. Coupon book and lockpick. No, that's not gonna do it. Damn. Oh, it's okay.
It's okay. It happens. What?
Entering archives from the south. Sorry, entering the antechamber from the south is very important here. Oh, mate's chamber leads in that direction. There's the workshop. Unfortunately, I would lose my ability to get into the antechamber. I need that. And workshop can't be spawned on the top row anyway, I don't believe. Certainly not in that orientation, I don't think. I'm gonna get the library. Give me Architectural Digest 4. I think I might also need to look at Architectural Digest 5. And then out of here, and out of the top of Archive, I can draft one more room each. Close exhibit, pool, code check. I do want to keep the code check as it currently is. I'm not just going to pop the coin purse in that and then wait for a run where I get the rabbit's foot. I'll wait for a run when I have both, and then I'll pop that into the code check for a later day. My corridor is not upgraded, I don't think, so... Not worth me moving through. Pool... Chapel's certainly not upgraded. Sure. There's such a narrow chance I can still do this in this run. Trophy room does head down in a good direction. What do I need on the other side of that? Something that has like an insane amount of items in it? When's that gonna... What's that? What would even represent that for us right now? Vault and Treasure Trove aren't enough money by themselves. This is 40. Treasure Trove at the moment is like 140. 180 plus 90. 270. We're so short. Like, we literally need a doubling factor. That's why I'm so stringent about trying to get that coin purse. I'll take Nook. Upgraded space, so I'll get my lockpick upgrade. Go check Secret Passage Ballroom. No, thank you. For a locksmith corridor. Locksmith I only care about if it has the key for the vault, which it's happened so... It's not happened so many times that I feel like it can't be there. Veranda. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. You know what? Did you spawn an item? Okay, it doesn't look like a... Yeah. Okay, I don't think it can happen now. I think we're beyond the realm of possibility. Now, I could merge the broken lever, the battery pack, and the sledgehammer in order to check a power hammer. That said, no? I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think I currently have any drive to use a power hammer right now. If I had identified a use for a power hammer, perhaps. Okay, so this final one, I'm literally just looking for completion. Master bedroom, I could rest there for additional restfulness tomorrow. No thank you, though. I mean, vault is just money, but again, it's not relevant. Ideally, I'm looking for something like freezer at this point now, right? Saving all of this money for the next run would be pretty good. Yikes. I'll take the final reroll. No more rerolls available. And I can't get the nursery anymore. Okay, I'm just gonna rewind until I find a... There we go. Upgraded room, that was. Alright. So now, all I have to do is end my run in room 46. And then tomorrow... I don't have anything in a code check. I have nothing that I need to do like that. Yes, so tomorrow the Blessing of the Monk will take active, and I will be spawning this room outside of the building. And we'll see what that will do. I don't know. It could do nothing. If it does nothing, I am going to be a little sad about it. So if you know that it does nothing, you get to watch me be sad at the start of the next episode, so tune in for that. But also, if you know that it does something, you'll know the inverse. That said, regardless of what it does outside, we know that next episode we also have the ability to continue a couple of our goals at the moment. A garden shopping center is not necessarily an especially exciting estate, but the next estate certainly should be. Until then, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game? Oh, it's Blueprint! Like Blueprints! Oh, I get it now. Oh, that makes so much sense. A special thanks this episode to Cold Heart. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see y'all next time.